Hello everyone, this is Kimberly Shivler, and today I'm going to show you how I made my YouTube channel cover art using PhotoPlus version 4, excuse me. PhotoPlus is a video editor, or I should say graphics editor. They have a video editor also, by a company called Serif. That's SERIF.com. I like this program because it rivals the functionality of Adobe at about a quarter of the cost. So you will see when I teach graphics programs, it's frequently this program that I use. So what I want to do today is create my cover art for my YouTube channel. So I went into Google and I looked up the specs. I had to find the specifications of what image sizes they wanted. And those of you who've seen, for example, my Facebook cover, etc., noticed maybe that I frequently take multiple types of images and put them together because they come up a lot of times. These covers, they want very long covers or they want specific sizes, and instead of creating a graphic, because I'm not actually a graphic artist, I take other graphics and piece them together as I see fit. So Google is actually going to have us with two graphics or two graphic pieces that they give us. The first one, they want all of our text and images, things that we want to guarantee people will see whether they're looking at it on a large screen or a phone. They want that to be 1546 pixels by 423 pixels. So I'm going to start by creating a new image with that size. And here we go. I just selected File New. I'm going to click here on New Image. And I've got it here already, 1546 by 423. And I did this today in less than 15 minutes. And I thought, you know, I will share that with everyone. So then I'm going to come over. These are two images you may have seen if you've seen this site. And I'm going to check the image size on this one. And this one's a little smaller. So the way I'm going to change is I'm going to leave the maintain aspect ratio. This allows it to resize without skewing too much. Now if your sizes are just too different, 3, 4, 5, 10 times, you're still not going to get a good image. And if you're looking for something high quality like print, you don't want to be doing this. But for the web and the quality we're using on the web, it's usually fine. So what I'm going to do here is change the height to 423. Click on OK. And then that resizes the image. And you can see we lost some quality, but in this case it's going to be fine. I'm now going to copy that. So I'm going to click on Edit Copy. I'm going to come back over to the one that I started with and click Edit Paste. And I'm going to paste it as a new layer. Alright, now I'm actually going to put this one over on this side. And I may have to tweak it a little bit, we're going to see. Then I'm going to come over to this web design. Again, I use this on quite a few of my things. These are just images that I bought from iStock Photo for about $1, $1.20 each. And then I use them many times. So I'm going to click here again on Image Size. And I'm going to change that height to 423, leaving the maintain aspect ratio. Click on OK. And then I'm going to copy that. Edit Copy. Back over here. Edit, Paste as new layer. Alright, so the way I've decided then to do this is I think I'm going to move this layer over next to this one because the space over here won't look so odd. It looks odd having the two here. So what I have to do over here, you'll notice I have 3 layers, a background layer, layer 1, and layer 2. So if I want to move this, which is layer 1, I've got to click first on that layer, and I can now come over here and drag it and place it there the way I want to. So I'm going to leave it like that. Now I do notice that this background is a little lighter than what I've got right here. So I'm going to change the color of that background. That way this will just kind of look like it all goes into one. So the way I do that is I'm going to come over to my sidebar here, and look, if you're not sure what these do, you can just hover over them and it shows you. So I'm going to click on my color picker tool, and I'm going to grab that color. Now I'm going to click here on my background layer, select my paint bucket or my flood fill tool, and I'm going to change that so we get a little bit that starts to blend a little bit better. Now what I decided to do was I had done the same type of thing to create a logo for my website. So I'm going to come over and select that. And this time I'm going to copy it merged, because if you notice there's 3 layers over here. So right now if I just select edit copy, it's only going to copy the layer I'm on. So I'm going to select copy merged, come back over, and again, you're getting the hang of this, edit, paste as new layer. Okay. Okay, so and this happens sometimes, I probably have depended on where I was at the time. When I pasted in the layer, it pasted it behind this layer. So I just selected layers, arrange, bring to top, and it came right up to the top. And now I'm going to move it over here. Okay, so this is kind of that center area. This is that main part that I want. And I'm going to go ahead and save this as an image, just for myself. All right, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit and copy merged. I'm now going to create a new image that, remember I mentioned that they recommend kind of a large area. It's going to be 2560 by 1440, and then 1546 by 423 where your actual text and all is. And so I'm now going to create an image that's 2560 and 1440. Okay. And then if you'll remember, I had copied the other merged. I'm going to go ahead again and paste as a new layer. And then I want to center this both directions. So here on my layers, I'm going to hold down the control key and click on background so you can see they're both selected. And now these centering options arise. Those weren't there before because you wouldn't have been able to do it. So I'm going to center it horizontally, and then I'm going to center it vertically. All right. I am now going to save this as my YouTube and I had created one before. As I mentioned, I got halfway through it and thought this would be a good lesson. And I like to go ahead and I keep them in the raw format like this with the layers because it's easier to edit if I need to. And that's also why I kept this piece and saved it as the 3 layers, because at this point on the main one, since I pasted that as a single layer, I would not be able to break it apart and edit it. I would go back to this one, the main image, edit it, because now I can change it with these different layers. I could change one, delete one, etc. And then I also, of course, need to export it because this is a proprietary format. It's not web friendly. So I'm going to export that as a PNG. Okay. So now when you see, when we go over to my YouTube page, this is what you see. So this, on this side, this was just where I had kind of that extra space because this is the area that they recommend that you work within. Now you easily could be, particularly depending on what you do, you might want that to be really pretty. It could still be skies or something, but this was just something very quick and easy for me to put together. And that's all there is to using PhotoPlus for creating a pretty quick graphic. I do hope you'll look at that. Those of you who are members of Websites for Puzzled Women at websitesforpuzzledwomen.com, all levels of membership have the access to the resources page, and I do have information on PhotoPlus there. So I hope you will join me. Thank you so much. I will talk to you again next time. Have a great day.